Hello, this is Vince here from Shoutcast bringing you the first of the semifinals match between Paul and somebody. Both of these players are random players, and if you did watch my other VODs, you will know that Paul is the victor of the first Shoutcast Strategy Tournament. We will see if he is able to make a repeat performance. He's done well so far, making his way up to the semifinals, which is this game that I'm casting right now. The semifinals are a best of 3, somebody making his way here too, so we will see who will come out on top, if Paul will be able to try in the finals or if somebody will move to the third place. Unfortunately, there is no third place matchup because the other half of my bracket pretty much did not show up, so cast what I have, which is just the semifinals and finals. Next time I run a tournament, if you want to participate, make sure you sign up, even if there's some backups there. We had 4 backups signed up for a 16-person tournament, and we still were missing like 6 people, I think. So maybe it was only 4, but regardless, sign up for my tournaments. And if you don't know where to do that, please visit my website at shoutcaststrategy.com. That is where all of my tournament information will be posted first, so you can sign up very quickly and make sure you get a spot in one of my tournaments. For now, it looks like somebody's just going for a very standard build, 13 pools, a little bit earlier than we see most of the time, and I'm surprised we do not see an extractor immediately, since most Zerg players appreciate the fast extractor so that they can get there as fast as possible so he can take advantage of this pylon, because it's only a matter of time before this is scouted, I would believe, and that would, you know, then it'll get killed and he won't be able to use it. So wants to get that warp gate up as fast as possible. I'm sure he will even chrono boost it. It does look like he's saving a couple chrono boosts for it. So getting his first gas up now, and here comes the first cyber core. He has just enough, yep, and he does start researching it. So very predictable play by Paul, because I noticed that pylon going up and unfortunately somebody didn't. And I really feel bad whenever I say something like that, because I feel like I'm being condescending, because, oh, somebody should have noticed that. But no, that's just his name, and oh well. I like the placement of this Overlord up here, just keeping an eye out. Kind of, actually, I take that back. It's kind of a weird placement. It's probably not actually going to ever spot anything unless he comes down straight with some flying unit and then over, but I do like the control of the watchtower. And these Zerglings to come poke up to see what's going on. This Zergling runs up, and he will see that, well, this is being chrono boosted, so expect some warp gate pressure. Always a safe bet, and because he saw that, is he going to build anything in his base? Let me throw up the production tab, just so I can see. Nope, nothing special going on. A Baneling nest is going up, though, and I find that kind of surprising. That's not normally a popular choice in Zerg versus Protoss, but maybe he knows something I don't, or maybe someone knows something I don't. And however, this guy is moving back here to put down something, ooh, a Roach Warren. Very, very useful against Protoss, as their Roaches are very strong against Zealots. However, they're weak against Stalkers, but Stalkers are weak against Zerglings. It's like a nice little matchup right there. I do think Roaches are fairly underused a lot in a lot of the games I see, so I am glad that we hopefully will see some Roaches, and he does have a 4th gateway going down, so this looks very standard 4 gates for Paul. And somebody just has some Zerglings, and I assume he will have some Roaches coming out soon. He's got 4 more Zerglings, and he is morphing in 4 Banelings so that he can kill any super early Zealot pressure, which there are only 3 Zealots, so not particularly cost effective for those 4 Lings, but they'll do what they want. Alright. Somebody just getting this expansion up. I'd like to see some spine crawlers go up. He did see the warp gate, however, he still does not know that this is back there. Taking control of the Xel'Naga watchtower, very nice. And then something kind of unfortunate, he could see this Overlord up there, so it looks like he's going to be sacrificed. That Zealot runs back to go on the Xel'Naga watchtower, and these 2 Zealots start. Yes, the Zealots are shooting that Overlord, not the Stalkers, but oh, looks like somebody is moving out to take care of these Zealots so that he no longer holds the, and disappearing Zealots. It's a nice magic trick by them, and these Stalkers are now going to have to run away, and it looks like he did manage to save his Overlord as well. I would recommend moving it so that that's not going to be a problem later, but he can just keep it there too if he wants. It did serve as a nice distraction, splitting up the forces. However, as that battle was going on, the Zealots did sneak in up here, as I'm sure you saw on the mini-map. Did a little bit of damage, but these drones moved up here to start mining instead. Very nice. I do like this play by Paul, and I don't like the Zerglings coming in just to get diced up. These three, oh, and those three roaches need to just sit here and demolish them. Just leave your Zerglings out of it. Don't let Zerglings die to Zealots. There's no reason to. Just need to clean this up and retake your natural. If we switch to the income tab, we do see that Zerg is now down on the harvester count, and that is due to the very nice little Zealot push by somebody. But I'm a little curious, he still doesn't go to scout where those Zealots came from. I'm honestly surprised about that, and tournament setting must just be nervous. Overlord chilling up here, seeing that there's an expansion now going down for the Protoss player, and Paul really wants to get that Overlord if he knows it's there. Regrouping his two Stalkers finally. And it looks like a third expansion is going up for somebody, but this push is looking fairly mean. However, needs to get more Zerglings in this mix to deal with those Stalkers would help a lot. He does have some Zerglings right there, and if we go to the production tab, a bunch more Zerglings coming out. Looks like he may be okay, but guess what's up here again? Zealots again. I wonder if Paul's surprised that his Zealots weren't discovered last time. So we will see if he can do some damage with that. Is going to kill the Overlord this time, no saving him. And getting a decent amount of speedlings to deal with this mostly Stalker army and the roaches behind or in front, whichever, to deal with it. And getting a very, very scary force in the back as well. Here comes the engagement down here, and as this engagement starts here, this force is moving in up here to deal damage. And if we move back here, we can see that these Spine Callers are almost done. If they had been started a little bit sooner, that would have helped a lot. Guardian Shields going down, very, very nice, since those do help against the Roach's spit, since that is indeed range, so that they aren't taking nearly as much damage. The forces in here absolutely wrecking everything, completely destroying the economy line, and somebody GG's. So Paul is up 1-0, and I will bring you the next game soon. I really can't believe that this didn't get scouted till just now, and if that had gotten scouted sooner, it may have been a different game, so that these forces wouldn't have wreaked so much havoc in the back. However, this front push also worked at the same time, just not enough units out from somebody. Maybe this expansion was too quick since he didn't even have enough drones up to fully saturate his two bases. Sometimes as Zerg, and I do this all the time, I make the mistake of, oh no, I need to throw up more expansions, more expansions, more expansions. You don't even have this one fully saturated or double gas up on this one, so trying to throw up a third expansion as well is just distracting you, really. Get your macro up the other way. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I will be posting the next game between someone and Paul within the next day or two. Thanks for watching.